Here, you learn that to keep growing, you have to keep changing. CHS and the farmers and ranchers we serve know all about change, because together we've changed agriculture. That's why we're the largest farmer-owned cooperative in the country. So farmers own the system we count on, with advantages at every step. From innovative tools that help crops grow, to grain processing expertise, to energy solutions, we create connections to empower agriculture. Learn more at chsinc.com.
Shop local with Burke, Gregory, and Winter Building Centers. Our hometown hardware stores specializing in everything from finding the right drill bit to building your dream home. The crews at the building centers take pride in customer service and are always available to help with any project, big or small. We offer top-of-the-line flooring and cabinetry, a large inventory of rental items, quality Pittsburgh paint, and so much more. Follow them on Facebook or shop online anytime at buildingcentersd.com.
Being a part of a community means sharing the history and future of the people all around you. For 115 years, First Fidelity Bank has been doing just that, helping you get the most out of life by providing the services and tools you need, the conveniences and technology you want, and the friendly faces you expect, so you get everything you need right here in the place you call home. Now and for many years to come. First Fidelity Bank.
The right nutrition, animal health, and record management is key to having a profitable cattle program. That's why you want to work with the people at Farmco, who will take the time to learn your operation and help you grow your business. We are your full-service agriculture provider of feed, seed, animal health, farm, and ranching equipment built on terrific service. Get to know Farmco locally owned and serving you in Chamberlain, Platte, Winter, and east of Kimball at the Paragon. Visit us online at farmcosd.com. Farmco, feeding your future.
Fentanyl is a powerful synthetic opioid, up to 100 times stronger than morphine. Even a tiny amount can be deadly. It's often mixed with other drugs without your knowledge, increasing your risk of overdose. Protect yourself and your loved ones and avoid unknown substances. Stay informed, stay safe, and remember, one pill can kill. For more information on fentanyl prevention, visit your local health resource or speak to a healthcare professional today. This message was brought to you by the Great Plains Tribal Opioid Response, so that the people may live.
There's a lot of uncertainties in farming and ranching today, but one thing is certain. Statewide Ag Insurance in Chamberlain, Winter, and Mitchell are your crop and livestock insurance specialists. Statewide agents have a background in agriculture and work hard to provide growers and ranchers with risk management plans and insurance coverage that fits their business needs. From hail insurance, livestock revenue protection, to multi-peril crop and revenue insurance, Statewide will help you with the right decisions. Statewide Ag Insurance in Chamberlain, Winter, and Mitchell. Locally owned, your dependable partner in crop and livestock protection and equal opportunity provider.
When the world feels big, a small note can mean everything. Find mental health support at sdbehavioralhealth.gov.
In these times where every dollar counts, let Southern Dakota Insurance do the work for you when it comes to your insurance needs. As your trusted choice independent agents, they have a number of companies to provide multiple quotes. Let their agents Brady and Jody make you their priority. They will work hard to find you the most affordable insurance to custom fit your needs. Stop in at 933 Main Street in Burke or call 605-775-2097 for a hassle-free quote. Southern Dakota Insurance would like to wish all area schools good luck in their season.
CoreCares helps individuals stay at home by offering caregiving, nursing, and medical alert systems in over 55 communities in South Dakota. Specializing in tasks like bathing, meal prep, and medication setups, our well-trained staff delivers exceptional care. We invest in our team through customized training and comprehensive benefits. To learn more about job opportunities or services, visit our website at corecares.com. CoreCares, proudly serving our community.
Fort Randall Federal Credit Union is here for you across Southeast and Central South Dakota. As a member of your credit union, you can take advantage of many ways to manage your money. They offer many different accounts to help suit your needs with your savings. Nobody likes wasting money on high interest rates, and neither do they. At Fort Randall FCU, they have all types of loans available to help you manage your finances. With locations in Wagner and Platte, Fort Randall FCU is ready for any needs you may have.
Agriculture is like no other business, which makes Farm Credit Services of America like no other lender. Owned by the farmers and ranchers we serve, our customers have a voice in how we work, a stake in what we do, and share in our success. Discover a lender that works for you at Farm Credit Services of America.
Looking to roll into a new career? They're hiring a tire technician at Grossenberg Implement in Winter. If you know your way around a wrench, can knock out an oil change, and love helping customers, this is your chance. You'll mount and repair tires, recommend parts, keep things clean, and work with a solid team that gets the job done right. Experience is a plus, but motivation is a must. Apply today and shift your career into gear. Stop in and visit with Wayne at Grossenberg Implement today. It's time to get you on the road to success.
There are places where people truly value relationships, where distance is measured in acres, and all roads lead to families on one mission: to provide for their loved ones, their community, and the world. That's where you'll find us. Generation after generation. Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Rocky Newenhouse at Corsica, Platte, Mitchell, or Huron today.
Gregory Lane's Restaurant and Lounge, Main Street Gregory, is a proud supporter of all Gregory Gorilla and Lady Gorilla school activities. Stop in before, during, or after the game and let Bubba and his crew serve you from their large selection of your favorite food and beverage items, including their delicious handmade pizzas. Don't forget the bowling alley is always open for your league bowling, kids parties, or family get-togethers. Gregory Lane's wishes all the student athletes best of luck this year in all your school activities.
We connect people. Have been for 100 years or so. How we get that done? Well, that won't always be the same. But why we connect people? Not in a million years is that ever going to change. We didn't build the communities that made South Dakota. No. We just brought them together.
Mr. Automotive has been locally owned and operated since 1980. Located at their new location in Gregory, Mr. Automotive is your stop for all vehicle, marine, agriculture, off-road, and heavy truck parts. They carry a large selection of parts on hand and offer overnight delivery on most hard-to-get parts they may not have. No time to stop at the store? Give one of their parts specialists a call and take advantage of free local delivery. Mr. Automotive, a proud supporter of Gregory Gorillas Live.
Bank West is rooted in South Dakota. Committed to local success. Just like you. We're all connected. In South Dakota. For South Dakota. Convenient, connected, committed. Bank West.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in South Dakota. This is sportsmanship. School sports, it's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
In a world that's always moving, your journey matters. And at Iverson Auto Group, we're here to get you on the road with a great selection of new and used vehicles and trailers, and keep you on the road with top-notch service, maintenance, and support. Every mile of your journey The experienced team at Iverson Auto in Mitchell and Huron are here to help. Visit us in Mitchell and Huron or start your search at iversonauto.com to begin your journey today.
Dakota Auto Care at 601 East 1st Street in Gregory is a Napa Auto Care center using Napa parts to perform high-quality diagnostics and repair services on all foreign and domestic automobiles. All technicians employed are ASE certified. Jason and the crew are dedicated to customer satisfaction and maintain the highest standards of the automotive service profession. For all your automotive repairs, call 605-835-8866 Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to noon and 1 p.m. to 5:30 p.m. Dakota Auto Care is a proud supporter of all Gregory School activities.
Eklund Tax Service, located at 323 Main Street in Gregory, South Dakota, is available for all your tax preparations. Mark Eklund has been a staple in the Gregory community for many years and wants to help you and your business have success by specializing in all types of bookkeeping. Eklund Tax can take care of any agricultural, retail, or personal bookkeeping or tax preparation. Call Mark at Eklund Tax today at 605-835-9665.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
Schrader Electric and Control, located in Winter, is available for all your electrical service needs. With close to 40 years of experience, Brian and his crew can take care of all your electrical projects, residential or commercial. Schrader Electric works with new construction, remodels, and new additions. Call Brian at 605-840-8913 to get a quote or schedule your next electrical service. Schrader Electric and Control is a proud sponsor of the schools on the Live Ticket Network.
Looking to elevate your team spirit or promote your business? Welcome to Apparel Works in Wagner. We specialize in high-quality screen printing, embroidery, banners, and promotional items tailored just for you. Whether you're a booster club, sports team, business, or organization, our custom apparel is perfect for those looking to make an impact. Experience our commitment to great customer service and high-quality products that leave a lasting impression. Apparel Works, bringing your ideas to life.
The spirit of cooperation has always been a part of farming and ranching. Today, that spirit is alive and well at your local co-op, which supplies its valued members with the opportunity to grow and be profitable. For as long as people have been farming, they have always understood the benefit of working together. Your cooperative, local, loyal, trusted by generations. Rosebud Farmers Union is a proud supporter of all area youth and the Gregory Guerrillas. Stop by Rosebud Farmers Union Co-op in Gregory or Fairfax today for all of your farming needs.
Do you have a pest problem? Got bats, ants, termites? Family owned and operated, Olson's Pest Technicians have had over 50 years experience taking care of pest problems in places across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa. Utilizing brilliant methods such as Centricon bait stations for termites and Vicane treatment for bed bugs. There's no pest too tough for Olson's Pest Technicians. If you have pest problems, call 800-KILL-BUGS.
Lucky for us, life is full of choices, big and small. They define us, make us who we are. And when it comes time for you to choose a car, home, your next big adventure, or start a new business, Farmers Union Insurance has the variety of coverage options to protect each perfect moment. Farmers Union Insurance. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
Just like the local athletes strive to win on the field or court, Elevate Agronomics is here to help every acre of your operation reach its full potential. With the full lineup of seed and crop protection products, precision planting equipment, livestock feed, and more, Elevate is your go-to for any of your farming and ranching needs. Elevate is looking forward to watching the local teams dominate this year and are poised to help you dominate your farming and ranching goals as well. Visit Elevate Agronomics in Winter or elevateagronomics.com to learn more. Elevate Agronomics. Reach new heights.
want you to know what our piece is about. This is our fifth grade band, and we are playing Cook Strait Crossing. I'd be impressed if anyone has ever been to Cook Strait Crossing before, because I didn't know where it was until I read it. I'm going to tell you a little bit about our piece so you know what we're playing about. Throughout history, Cook Strait has been a watery grave for many vessels, separating the North and South Islands of New Zealand and connecting the Tasman Sea to the South Pacific. Cook Strait is one of the most treacherous and unpredictable bodies of water in the world. With unusual tide currents and frequent storms, navigation on Cook Strait can prove fatally challenging. April 10, 1968 will never be forgotten. On its way to the capital city of Wellington, with over 734 people on board, the passenger ferry entered Cook Strait and collided with one of the worst storms ever recorded in New Zealand history. Almost simultaneously, the radar system failed and a massive wave slammed into the ship, causing the ferry to drift. With zero visibility, the wine ran aground onto the Barrett Reef, ripping off a propeller and forcing the engines to stop. Even with anchors dropped, it took on water and began to list. The captain gave call on an abandoned ship in stormy seas, and within sight of shore, the ferry capsized and broke apart in shallow water. Due to the heroism of the crew and the local townspeople, most of the passengers survived. So this is about that fatal ship. On that board, on the vessel, 53 souls, however, passed away of the 734 people that were riding in that ferry vessel. This is our fifth grade band, been working really hard, so hope you enjoy Cook Strait Crossing. Also, one, I didn't write it down, we have extra fifth graders in the back. Not really fifth graders. I have junior Maddie Graber and freshman George Timanis and seventh grader Miss Lands in the back playing drums. Our next piece, we are going to have our 4th grade recorder class. Our 4th graders have been working on the recorder this second semester. We're going to do a piece entitled Recorder Rock. Being our concert was so late this year, he actually started doing some band testing with the 4th graders already. So we went through, we watched our video, we started working on mouthpieces and trying out different instruments. And so, next week, if your student was interested in band, we've been working with them, they should be having a letter go home with what instrument they're going to be playing in the fall. So, it was great having a large class get interested in band. So, this is Recorder Rock.
Next up, we go to the singing portion, and as you can see in front of our program and our sign up there, our theme this year is hats. You will see a lot of hats in the first, second, third grade play, but I chose all these pieces with the idea that there are many hats that we all wear in life, right? Some of them are a little more obvious and associated with jobs, and some of them may not be. The beginnergartners and kindergartners are showing that in a couple ways. Their first piece, Mama, you're my favorite gal. Man, as mom and dad for that matter, man, isn't that one of the best hats that we wear in life? But that isn't the only hat that moms and dads wear. I just did a quick little list and came up with the following. When you're a mom or dad, you're a caregiver, a chef, a counselor, the best hug giver, a chauffeur, right? Summertime's coming, we're gonna chauffeur a lot. You're a housekeeper, not always the most glorious part of it. You're a friend, a travel agent, a referee sometimes, a doctor. You might be the coach on their little league team. Anybody else's family sometimes feel like a circus? You might call yourself a ringmaster. Anybody feel like they're Sherlock Holmes? Solving all the problems? Man, if we had $1 for every time someone said, Mom, where's my this or where's my that, wouldn't we be millionaires, right? Today, a lot of you are probably beauticians. You probably can come up with even a bigger list. So that's what our first song is talking about. Our second song, when I'm choosing music, I always try to find a way to introduce it in an exciting way so I can hook the kids and get them excited about the song. So our second song is called Imagine It True, and I was going to tie it to the idea that these kids can be anything. So I asked them, if you could be anything when you graduate from Gregory High School, what do you think you want to do in life? And in kindergarten, I started with the kid on the left, and you know what my answer was? A demigod. And I think I said, come again? And the young person said, a demigod. And I think I stared a little bit, and I said, like, you mean in the cartoon? Because I am well versed in Moana 1 and 2. Yes, they wanted to be a demigod, and so I was like, well, doggone it, my hook is gone, because I don't know that you can really be a demigod. I don't want to break into him. I don't know if you can really be a demigod. Then I get 6 or 7 down the line, and after that I heard, farmers, doctors, teacher. And then about the 7th person down the line said, I want to be a ninja. And I just had to kind of pause. I suppose you could technically be that. I hear there's a class for that. But that's part of having a great imagination, which is part of what our second song is as well. So please enjoy the joyous singing of the begindergartners and kindergartners.
Oh, Mama,
that they're representing. Our first piece is for the 4th and 5th graders is keep the music going. And so part of what we hopefully teach is that our students will be lifelong lovers of music and lifelong musicians. So keep the music going past when they are done being in choir and band and doing all those things in school, but when they get to be adults, hopefully they still enjoy music and are maybe involved in some way in an opportunity in the community that they're in. And then our second song, American Flag, was an elementary honor choir song last year. And this piece was written by a 12-year-old girl, and it was debuted last year. I think the kids that did it at elementary honor choir were, I believe, the second group to perform the piece. So this is a relatively new piece, and it brings about the hat of being a patriotic citizen and proud of where you come from and proud of the country that you come from and proud of the veterans that have given so much for us. So our second song is in honor of all the veterans that have given so much for our country and chose to serve in that way, and we can never thank them enough. Like Mr. Opp said, the 4th graders have been they're finishing up figuring out their instruments for this year. We were testing today. We have a few more mouthpieces and instruments to try out with a few more kids, but we're finishing up with that. You will, 4th grade parents, be looking for a letter before the end of the school year. Sometime next week with what your child is going to be playing. From there, Mr. Rob will contact you this summer about getting you set up with if you're going to rent or buy and that kind of stuff. So if you have any other questions, feel free to ask either one of us. But that's how the process has gone, and we just had to be a little bit ahead of our game because our concert was a little bit later. So without any further ado, the 4th and 5th graders. As always, we're finishing with our first, second, and third grade play, and their theme is obviously hats. And some might say I've lost my mind. There's a lot of things going on. You're going to see a lot of crazy hats. We might even add an extra hat for the last song. So we're gonna. I'm just going with it. Some people might say I lost my mind. I think it's kind of fun, and it's okay to have fun sometimes. Before they get all the way up there and we get started, a big thanks to the teachers for all their help. This stuff does not happen on accident, and it doesn't run smoothly without their help tonight, so big thanks to them. A big thanks to our administration for supporting us in all the crazy ideas that we have. The real MVPs of tonight are probably Alex Hamilton and Jerry Solonen, because they were here today making sure that the air conditioning got turned on. So I think they're the real MVPs of tonight. Yeah, that deserves a round of applause. And then a couple housekeeping things. At the end of the concert, you can pick your child up from where they are right now. the first, second, and third graders will be up on the stage, and then the beginner gardeners, kindergartners, and fourth and fifth graders will be in the bleachers on their respective side. There were lots of hats brought. We've been practicing with them. We're going to use some hats as choreography in a song. Please, kids, parents, help remind them, if you brought your hat, take your hat with you. I know some people brought some extra hat. We've got a coonskin hat. We've got a tricorn hat for Napoleon Bonaparte. If you loaned us the use of your hat, please take it tonight, and we so greatly appreciate you allowing us to do these crazy things and wear these crazy hats and that kind of fun stuff. We always have a big crew helping us out to tear down at the end of the concert. The chairs can actually stay. We are at the end of the season, at the end of the year, where we're going to be having a lot of events here, especially starting next week. So if you're normally a chair racker, putter-oner person, I greatly appreciate your help. You guys make magic happen. Probably by the time I get done doing a little bit of tear down myself, but you can leave the chairs for tonight and just accept our deepest thanks for being willing to help. There's a lot of people that are always willing to help out. All right, I think we're ready. Oh, yes, and another thanks, Mrs. Ring printed up this fancy dancy sign that we have hanging up there, and just greatly appreciate it for her help with that. Thank you.
Whoa! I'll just tell you so there isn't any doubt. It's about hats! My hat should tell you who I am, and who I am is Uncle Sam. There are many kinds of hats of every shape and size, and underneath each one of them is a very special prize. Tired or poor or new in town, you'll know me by my regal crown. My hat should tell you who I am, and who I am is Uncle Sam. Got it! I'm a milliner, does my hat. What's the matter with you? I'm a milliner, doesn't have a hat. What does she do? Don't worry about me. My hat is being made, and it will be the best. I'm going to have a hat that's going to be better than all the rest. What kind of hat are you making, Ima? What kind of hat will it be? When will it be finished, so we can all see? If you're going to go to Waterloo and plan to give your all, get yourself a hat like mine that makes you very tall. If the White House is the house you're at, why not a stovepipe hat? If you're on your way to the Cumberland Gap, why not wear a coonskin cap? For the finest hats you've ever seen, just wear one fit for a royal queen. Thank you for your suggestion, but I have something else in mind. Mine will be the finest hat you will ever find. Wait a minute, everyone. I too don't have a hat. Well, that's no good. We'll have to do something smart about that. What kind of hat would you like, my friend? There's plenty to choose. Pick one that suits you best. There's no way you can lose. I just don't know where to start. They all look mighty fine. Why don't you try something practical and get a hat like mine? Your hat has a very nice look. It's very nice indeed. It's a perfect hat to wear if you want to be a cook. If you wear a hat like mine, you'll make the traffic stop. It's lots of fun to be a traffic cop. A cook, a policeman, whatever will it be, how I'll ever find the perfect hat for me. To pick the hat to suit the job, you've got to use your thingamabob. My thingamabob? Yes, now dry those tears. Your thingamabob is between your ears. With all the hats to choose from, it's so hard to decide. Just follow my advice and find a hat to wear with pride. the kind you're going to make? Hatless Hank, is that the kind of hat you want? Do you want to cook and bake?
That was tasty, but it's clear to see a baker's hat is not for me.
No, although each hat looks mighty fine, none can hold a candle to the brand new hat of mine.
I'd wear most any hat as a last resort, but I think I'd rather wear a hat from my favorite sport.
Did somebody say sports? Batter up!
It's clear to see a baseball cap is right for me.
But Ima, you still have no hat. Something's terribly wrong with that. She doesn't have a cap. It's true. Does a baseball cap seem right for you? No, a baseball cap is not for me. You'll just all have to wait and see.
My hat should tell you who I am, and who I am is Uncle Sam.
We know!
Okay, so now that is clear. For the USA, let's give a cheer. My hat is all red, white, and blue. America, I'm saying I need you.
Uncle Sam is who I am is see nothing yet. Come on, make the path. Clear the map. Here comes Simon in a brand new hat. Oh my goodness, look at that. Where'd you get that magnificent hat? I won it on my favorite TV show. Who wants to be a millionaire? Well, that's the greatest hat by far. I'm a millionaire. You're the star. Thank you all for being so kind, but now I have something else on my mind. What's that? What is it, Ima? The truth is, I love my brand new hat, and I've learned something new about this and that. It's not the hat that makes the kid, it's about what lies underneath that lid.
I hear what you're saying, and I know it's true. A hat is a hat, but it's not really it.
Your hat might be a great work of art, but what counts is what's in your head and your heart.
Wear your hat with plenty of pride. Remember what matters is what's inside.
Remember to always do your part. Under your hat is a head and a heart.
A song that only I can hear. And in my heart a rhythm calls to me. When others sing, everything seems clear. They have been fun, but now it's time for Act 1. Before we go out, we like to say we're all about. Whenever your day feels a little flat, you don't know your this from your there or your that. Or maybe you have, or maybe you're wondering where your mind is at, or maybe you had a bit of a spat. You lost your dog, you can't find your cat, your whole afternoon just went kersplat. Don't get down, forget about